Hey everyone, it's November 22nd, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with serial killer Robert Ben Rhoades, known as the truck stop killer, who likely murdered dozens of victims across the US and Canada beginning in the 1970s. And that is him right up there. Rhoades was born in Iowa in 1945 while his father was stationed in West Germany after the end of World War II. His dad returned from Europe while he was in elementary school and took work as a fireman. Rhoades was a frequent participant in extracurricular activities at school, including football, wrestling, choir, and the French club. After high school, he became a Marine, and the same year he enlisted, his father was arrested for molesting a 12-year-old girl, then committed suicide while awaiting trial. In 1968, Rhoades was kicked out of the military for participating in a robbery. He attempted to join the police but was rejected for being dishonorably discharged from the Marines, and he married 3 times while working in warehouses, restaurants, and finally as a long-haul trucker. There was a dark side to Rhoades which emerged as he spent long days driving across North America's desolate highways. Starting in the 1970s, he indulged his darkest fantasies by picking up women and couples, torturing them in a special compartment he built into the cab of his truck, then killing them and dumping their bodies. His first victims were the ex-girlfriend of heavy metal vocalist Warrell Dane of the bands Sanctuary and Nevermore and her husband. Rhoades picked them up at a truck stop, then immediately killed the man and shackled the woman in his cab. He dumped the man's body in Texas while driving his route and stopping to torture the woman over the next week. When he tired of torturing and sexually assaulting her, he killed her, leaving her body in Utah. A month later, he grabbed an 18-year-old drifter, but she escaped after 2 weeks of torture and told the police. Rhoades was picked up, but lack of evidence, or more likely lack of caring about the fate of a teen runaway, led the authorities to just let him go. He then picked up 2 14-year-old runaways, killing the boy immediately and keeping the girl around for his pleasure for months before killing her. It is believed that he killed dozens of people over the next decade, though exact numbers will likely never be known. In 1990, his truck was seen stopped on the shoulder of I-10 in Arizona with the hazard lights on. A state trooper looked inside the cab of the truck and discovered a nude woman chained up and screaming. Rhoades was with her and tried to talk his way out of it. The trooper took him into custody and he was charged with sexual assault and unlawful imprisonment, at which time investigators began to connect the dots and tie him to numerous unsolved disappearances and homicides. A search of his home turned up photos of nude teens that he had taken, and in 1994 he was tried for murder. He was convicted of 1 killing in Illinois and sentenced to life in prison while facing extradition to multiple other states for additional murders. In exchange for not seeking the death penalty, Rhoades pleaded guilty to 2 murders in Texas, and to spare families from lengthy trials, other charges were set aside. Rhoades currently sits behind bars in Illinois, and were he ever to be paroled there, which he won't, he'd be incarcerated in Texas for the rest of his days. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Robert Ben Rhoades, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.